would just say we were on the right. So that's where we got to keep it only long range. If it just goes out of bounds, it's a sub, keep it running. But if it's like a one thing and they time even they always time timeouts. If it just goes out of bounds, keep it running. If you time out, stop it. All right, here we go. Welcome, Panther Live fans and our fans from Havre who are tuned in as well. Thanks for joining us. We've got a doubleheader here today. We've got the boys game here first, girls game coming up after that one. We will be simulcasted on the radio here in the Belgrade, Bozeman area. Once the station figures out some issues they're having there technically, we'll go ahead and just call it for the live streamers right now, and we'll pick up with the radio later, but we'll just pretend like we're on the radio, so as soon as they're going, we won't even know it. But anyways, joining me on the broadcast is Andy Demjanovic. Andy, thanks for joining us here. Class A action.
Yeah, good to be back. Another doubleheader set for us today.
So again, we've got the boys first. Usually these doubleheaders we see the girls game first, but today the Saturday matinee will have the boys up first. Belgrade Panthers visited the Havre Ponies back in December, and Belgrade got the win on the road. So I don't know if we should expect a different outcome tonight, but Andy, what do you know about these Blue Ponies?
Well, currently they're struggling a little bit. Havre's 2-9 on the year, Nate. And the last time Belgrade and them met was Belgrade winning the contest 49-34. So they played pretty hard. But their strength of schedule, Havre, is brutal also. You know, they're playing us, Park, Lewistown, Browning's solid this year, Rocky Boy is solid this year. So, and then they play, you know, Fairfield and Malta, who are usually pretty solid Class B schools. And then to top it off, they always have to play Great Falls High. So they got a brutal strength of schedule. They don't have anybody in double figures. They're all around 6-7 points a game. So they're only averaging about 38 a game. So if Belgrade continues tonight to play as they have, Belgrade should, you know, cruise to a victory. But second time around, like you said, teams always usually play better. So we'll see what's in store tonight.
Yeah, this is the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade at 388-3178. We are closing in here on the national anthem.
Belgrade High School Central Lake Conference, Dr. Bacon and the Montana High School Association invite you to focus on the participants.
And before the national anthem, I spoke with Dawson Fowler. Let's go ahead and listen to what Dawson Fowler had to say about this game.
Richie Borden and Pat Hosavar.
All right, here on the Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show. Coach Deming's voice a little under the weather today, so we have Belgrade guard here, Dawson Fowler. Dawson, thanks for joining us in the pregame show.
Yeah, no problem.
So take us through the season so far. You guys coming off of a pretty tough loss at Helena High, AA team. Didn't really catch that game, though. Break down that game for us.
You know, it was a really physical game, and yeah, so it was physical, and we didn't come out expecting it to be that physical, but once we got going pretty good, and just lost it was a close one, and played tough, just didn't go our way.
Tough battle. Today we have Havre in town. Back in December, you guys went to Havre early in the season, got the win up there. What do you expect in this matchup today?
I expect another physical match. Their coach is pretty good, and I mean, when we were up there, it was physical. I'm expecting to be physical again. They have some smart players also, and they're a good team.
Gotcha. And then we'll wrap this up with next year you're signed, ready to go to Montana Western, in Dillon. What's your kind of anticipation and thoughts about, you got that all taken care of, and how excited are you about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It was nice to get it off my chest to begin the season and just go play my game and have some fun with my teammates. And so, yeah, I think I'm really excited for that.
Awesome. Well, good luck today and the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Got the national anthem. We'll have starters here announced real soon. Sounds like Rick Phillips is calling our announcers here. We'll make sure that we get these Havre starters here on our sheet. I'm sure you guys can hear over the loud PA here.
5'11" junior, number 21, Thomas Brown. 6'1" senior, number 32, Ivor Augustin. 6' senior, number 33, Austin De La Rosa. And a 5'8" senior, number 42, Trey Murphy. The Blue Ponies are coached by Kurt Leeds, assisted by Andy Smith, Jared Weeder, and Andy Hester. Starting tonight for your Belgrade Panthers. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Dawson Fowler. 5'9" junior, number 11, Easton Hayes. 6' senior, number 21, Noel Reynolds. 5'7" senior, number 23, Matt Walker. 6'3" senior, number 45, Austin Edwards.
All right, here we go. There's the starters. We are ready to play basketball. I want to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country Foods. Town & Country Foods, serving your local communities. Well, Andy, you ready to go here for another one here on Panther Live?
Yeah, here we go. The boys have been playing pretty well. Lost to Helena High by only 4 points. They had within grips towards the end, and then Helena High hit back-to-back threes, as Dawson said. A very physical game, but it's good for them. We'll see how they bounce back physically tonight. Dawson Fowler comes in averaging about 17.3 a game, roughly. He might have got the career total points for Belgrade over the last couple games. So we'll have to check into that over this next week with Coach Deming and see where he's at with that. But he's definitely a contender to be at the top of career leader for points at Belgrade High.
And here's the tip. It's going to be controlled by the Blue Ponies now. With it is Trey Murphy getting it up here. It's going to take us a second just to learn the names here of these Blue Ponies. I believe this is Agassiz with the ball up top now. Gets it to De La Rosa. And again, now Agassiz on the wing. In the corner here, thought about the three ball was Brown. Drives and kicks it out. Now 3 on the way. Misses off the back iron. Bounces a couple times. That was Irvin who misses. Rebound to the Panthers. Here's Fowler now with it in the corner.
Yeah, look to have Belgrade push the basketball, secure rebounds, and get out and run, and just see if they can kind of get Havre up and down the floor, see what their energy's like. Belgrade starts in man, and Havre does the same here. Well, they changed it to
Well, he yelled white ball, and then he pointed in the direction of Belgrade. That confused me a little bit.
Yeah, so Coach Leeds is talking to Pat Hosebar about what that call was. Pretty confused. So Belgrade basketball, Nate. Havre in man defense here.
Yeah, 0-0 early on. Fowler with it on the wing here on the right side. Dribbles now left hand into the key. Gets it out to Edwards on the baseline. 15-footer on the way. Back iron misses. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by the number 33, Austin De La Rosa. Now up top here to Murphy. Havre working, driving inside here is Agason, and we have a foul called. Or excuse me, what was this? I was looking down at my program.
So Matt Walker, good hands there, stripes the ball down, and it comes off the Havre player back to Belgrade. So good quick hands by Matt, and he's been also kind of a great help as of lately for Coach Deming, coming off the bench, getting more comfortable shooting as the whole process goes on.
We have a whistle now with Belgrade on the offensive end. I think this is going to be some sort of an offensive foul. Once again, I had just taken my eyes off the floor. We've got, and it's a family event up here on the mezzanine at Panther Live. We've got
Rich's Flooring.
Rich's Flooring and little Owen Demjanovic here joining us. You'll hear him on the air a couple times tonight here. Havre with the ball. No score, 6:31 to go, first quarter. Driving in is Irvin. Kicks it out here to Agason. Now Brown with it up top. Looks for some room. Kicks it back out to Agason. In the corner for three. Murphy misses. Rebound to Havre. And then pulling it out, slowing it down here again.
Good ball movement by Havre there. Got that open look, and then they get the 50-50 ball for the tip out. And they get a three.
Yeah, three ball good by Ivor Agason. So 3-0 Havre 2 minutes into this game.
And teams like this, who have strong strength of schedules, but their record doesn't show well, you can't let them in games to give them much hope. So we'll see if Belgrade can match them here.
Page in the corner for three is good. 3-3 early on in this one. Belgrade comes out in a full court press. Havre easily passes out of it. Baseline now, kicked out to Murphy. Back up top. Now in the corner. Baseline jumper is good for Irvin.
Irvin hits the baseline.
5-3. Havre with the early lead here.
Yeah, Havre showing some good energy right out of the gate. And anytime you can get a couple quick scores, it brings the momentum defensively. Dawson from down. Ooh, deep three. No good by Dawson Fowler.
Yeah, rebound to the Ponies here. With it up top now is Agason. Drives in. Got a foul on the floor called against Matt Walker, I believe.
Foul called on number 23, Matt Walker.
It's going to be his first.
His first personal, second team foul on the Panthers. Checking in for the Blue Ponies, number 11, Tanner Parsons, and number 10, Laz Windywood.
4:59 to go here, first quarter. Panthers up 5-3 early on. Inbounded here to Irvin. Misses. Rebound Fowler. Fowler headed the other way between the legs. Gets it to Page for three. Easton Page with his second three ball.
That's three.
Easton Page.
6
points.
points.
For him back-to-back. Quick six for Easton Page.
Meanwhile,
he's an energy guy. He always does a good job of getting your team to play higher energy, and he's kind of helped him match Havre here early on offensively.
now a three ball on the way the other end. Misses. Rebound, though. Murphy inside. Puts it up and in.
Those are tough ones. You got to have that, force a bad shot by Havre, airballs it, and that's when you got to get a body on somebody because they get that quick underneath ball. And there's now Belgrade turns it over.
Yeah, entry pass to Reynolds, and then a foul called, though, offensively. That was Reynolds called, just getting a little physical there to get open, as you heard Dawson Fowler talk about. We had a couple it was a physical game on Saturday, really no calls. Or, excuse me, on Thursday. Now here on Saturday, we'll have to see how these refs are going to call this game today.
Well, it looks pretty tight. Belgrade comes to a three-quarter court press trap. Havre gets out of it, gets a little lay on underneath. Missed by number 14.
Yeah, it's Irvin who missed. Fowler with it now for Belgrade. And he pulls up, but there was a foul on the floor before the shot.
Foul called against number 11.
Jacob Klonzinski is going to come in the game here for Belgrade.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 10, Jake Klonzinski, replacing Noel Reynolds.
Yeah, much tighter game than it was over at Helena High.
Fowler with it in the baseline, double teamed. Kicks it out to Walker. In the corner, Klonzinski.
Refs calling that quick hand check tonight. Any contact with the hand they seem to be calling. Good underneath by Austin Edwards. Good finish for 2.
Yeah, Edwards got inside with the ball, lays it in with the left hand. Belgrade takes the lead here, 8-7.
Deming elects to trap to try to pick up the tempo, see if Havre can just turn the ball over. And sometimes when you speed teams up too, Nate, they tend to make bad decisions. So it's not necessarily trying to get turnovers out of the press, but trying to get them to make some bad decisions. But we hammer them there on the jump shot.
Murphy goes up with it, is fouled. It's going to send Trey Murphy to the free throw line.
You never want to foul a jump shooter. You know, there's times where you might foul a kid going to the lane so they don't get an easy bucket. But when he shoots in the air, you got to just get that hand there. Easy call for the refs. Austin comes down with ease, clubs him on the arm, and now he's to the bench. Oh, no, he is still out there. He's got 2 fouls.
Murphy's second free throw up and good.
Checking in for the Blue Ponies, number 33, Austin De La Rosa, replacing Murphy.
And De La Rosa back in the game here. As Murphy's going to take a break. 9-8 Havre with the early lead. 3:18 to go here first quarter. Fowler passes inside to Edwards. Edwards, spin move on the block, goes up left hand, lays it in.
Nice move. He once he felt the pressure on the high side, good spin away from pressure. Gathered himself is what I like. He just didn't kind of one arm throw it up. So,
meanwhile, on the other end, Tanner Parsons with a nice lay-in here for the Blue Ponies as they take the 1-point lead right back. A little back and forth action here in this first quarter. Fowler calling for a screen up top from Edwards. Corner here to Walker for
bam!
Walker.
It's been a great help shooting like we said, and there he gets his first 3 of the night.
Havre gets through the press. Now in the corner, back up top here. This is Windy Boy. Corner for 3 now from number 11. That's Tanner Parsons. Back-to-back buckets for Parsons. Hits the 3.
So Havre keeping tempo with Belgrade's offense. Klonzinski for 3, no good.
Rebound, though, to Walker for Belgrade. Here's Page now on the right wing. Gets to Klonzinski back up top. Now Fowler will pull up from 3.
Bam!
Absolutely.
Fowler for 3.
Boy, we got some scoring here in this first quarter. Under 2 minutes to play now. Belgrade leads it 16-14.
Now Belgrade's got to tighten their defense up now, and I think that's what Deming's probably going to talk to him probably here at the break. That we got to start to clamp down. He's going to tell him, you know, good shots offensively, and they are good shots, but we got to limit Havre to 1 shot. We got to tighten it up defensively.
3 ball on the way for Havre is good. That's that's Austin De La Rosa who hits that one. Fowler working inside, spin move from the elbow, misses. Rebound to Parsons.
Good hesitation dribble to create space off the spin move, just off the mark there.
Now a 3 ball on the way from Parsons is no good.
Another almost air ball, and Havre almost gets it, but he was on the line there. So tough to rebound off air balls.
Into the game for the Panthers, number 31, Spencer Gordon.
Spencer Gordon will come into the game here for Belgrade. 1:10 to go here, first quarter. Havre with the 17-16 lead right now. Fowler brings it down, gets it to Walker on the right side. Walker to Gordon. Now Fowler going in, left hand up with it, off the glass. Let's see what the call is. I think it was before the shot.
Foul charge to number 14, Irvin.
Irvin picks up the foul. It's going to be the ball on the floor, though, before the shot.
Replacing number 10, Laz and Windy Boy.
Inbounded to Fowler, tip to Klonzinski. Now Walker in the corner for 3. Misses. Rebound grabbed by Havre. De La Rosa grabs it. Under a minute to play here. 1 point lead for Havre. In the corner is Irvin. Dribbles it out. 34 seconds to go now. Now inside and going up. A triple team loses the handle. Back out to Murphy for three. Misses. And Matt Walker's just going to let it go out of bounds there on the rebound. 23 seconds left in the quarter.
Good close out there by Dawson. That's how they teach it. Slide out and low on the three-point shooter. You can't get in the air, and the air balls it. Got to stay down on our post defense. Kind of got Jake up in the air a little bit there. Probably could have had one, but Dawson strips the basketball. We'll see if Deming here goes here for one shot.
Fowler from the elbow. Thinks about it. Loses the handle. Loose ball right now, grabbed by Klonzinski. Back to Fowler. 7 seconds to go. Belgrade loses the handle. Havre's ball here. This is Brown. 2 seconds to go. Long three on the way. Misses from Tanner Parsons. So after one, the score, Havre 17, Belgrade 16. Let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Belgrade Panthers on Panther Live and 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And tonight's game is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso. Visit Jumpstart at 501 West Main in Belgrade, as well as Taco Time. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support of Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And finally, Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, here we go. Ready to start the second quarter. Again,
probably want a little bit better option on that the second shot. Looks like Dawson Fowler Havre got away with them on the foul, but and then Dawson grabs it back, elects to throw down over to Spencer, but
boy, Fowler pulls up for three and is fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
But I think Coach Deming probably told Dawson, probably with that last few seconds, he's got to look to create off the dribble there. Probably not a good option trying to go to Spencer down there.
Right.
With a guy on him, got that ball back. He's got to probably look to go to the rim there to have him get that shot up.
Yeah, it did. It got a little chaotic there at the end of the quarter for Belgrade. Havre was able to get off a long three that missed short. But with this free throw here now to start the second quarter, Dawson Fowler ties this game back up at 17 all. Second of 3 free throws on the way is good. So Belgrade takes the 1 point lead.
That's what you don't want to do. You got to give that three-point shooter a space to come down. And that was another fairly deep three by Dawson, but Havre comes underneath him and he gets the call as he goes to the ground. So good job by Dawson, but a crucial mistake by Havre.
Third free throw is on the way and good. So Fowler converts the three-point play there after the foul on the three-point ball. 19-17 now, Belgrade with the lead. De La Rosa gets it in the corner here to Parsons. Now Agason goes up with it right hand, misses. Rebound Walker.
And this will be crucial. Belgrade can rebound that first shot. They can look to sprint ahead to kind of wear Havre down, and Belgrade's had good tempo the last several games.
Austin Edwards with the 15-footer off the elbow. 21-17 now, Panthers ahead here in the second quarter.
It's good to see Austin Edwards getting in that rhythm there. He can hit that 15-footer. He's struggled early on this season, but if he can get that down, he's going to be a huge help and threat to these Panthers as they get closer to divisionals.
Meanwhile, shot here for the Ponies goes up and misses. I got to hand this thing over to Andy for a second so I make sure everything's all right on our scoreboard and camera.
Well, Reynolds with the baseline change. Reynolds
Nice little hit by Noel Reynolds on the baseline to extend the Panthers' lead 23-17 here early on in the second quarter with 6:38 to go. Belgrade does a great job coming out of that quarter. Dawson Fowler gets hit on the three, hits all three free throws off the three-point shot. Noel comes in with add another 2. And Coach Leeds wants a quick timeout. Looks like he might have took one of Havre's better shots in the quarter there, Nate, but Belgrade responds back as the scoring for Belgrade continues, and it's good to see.
Yeah, so 23-17, Belgrade with the lead. This is the largest lead so far of this game in this first half. High scoring first half for both teams, shooting it pretty well.
Yeah, and we'll see if Belgrade can kind of clamp them down on defense here. The last 2 possessions, they held them to 1 shot, which helps a ton, and they secured that rebound, and Belgrade's a team that can get out and run with any team, I believe, and with the athleticism that they have.
So going in with his Agassiz, he kicks it out here to De La Rosa. Here's Parsons now, double-teamed up top. As the ball is lost by Tyson Sangre, just loses the handle on it, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Belgrade's ball. And we want to thank everyone who's tuned in on Panther Live from near and far. Hopefully we got some Havre fans who saw our ad. We tried to get out there on Facebook and let you guys know that we'll be doing this here today. As Noel Reynolds gets it inside, is going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, picked up his bottom foot, it looked like, on the spin move, but Coach Deming's wondering if that's accurate.
Yeah, Deming right now still quizzing the ref on that call. 6 minutes to go here till halftime. 23-17, Belgrade with the lead. Parsons with it here for the Blue Ponies. Whistle. Was a foul off the ball, I believe, offensively.
Yeah, they're calling it much tighter than like I said, the Helena High. So, in either flow of different games, it's the athletes have to adjust to kind of what's being called, and you just hope that it's as consistent as possible. And players have adjusted here. So Belgrade basketball, 23-17 with 5:50 to go. Dawson at the top.
Yep, Fowler with it up top, calls out the signals, gets it to Walker now. Walker working the left hand, gets it in the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds back out to Walker. A long 3 on the way. Good. Deep. Matt Walker feeling it from deep. 26-17, Belgrade now on top.
Yeah, between him, Fowler, and Page, they don't mind pulling the trigger deep from the 3-point line.
So Havre with it now on the offensive end. This is Brown. Now Agassiz on the right wing, gets it inside to Parsons. Back out to Agassiz. Murphy now in the corner here. Brown drives in, goes up right hand, misses. Rebound Fowler. Fowler brings it down himself between the legs, pulls it up, gets it to Walker. Walker thought about that long 3 again. Instead, now it's inside to Edwards, who finds Reynolds.
Nice pass. Good spin move by Austin Edwards, and Reynolds gets, and that's what you hope when a post makes a move, that the off guard or the guy who's watching that, he finds the open space according to where the help defender is not, and Noel slides in there and gets the easy 2.
We have a timeout here on the floor. I want to see if this is a full timeout. I believe it is a full timeout. So with that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute.
And uniquely focused on serving the financial needs of Montanans.
And today's game on Panther Live is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso. Make sure you visit Jumpstart at 501 West Main in Belgrade, as well as Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And finally, Panther Live is brought to you by Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, 28-17 here. Belgrade kind of opening up this lead a little bit before half. Matt Walker with a long 3. And then also Austin Edwards, triple team down low, gets a nice pass to Reynolds for the lay-in. Looks like Belgrade's kind of getting things going offensively.
Yeah, it looks like Belgrade continues their flow offensively in the last several games, really. I thought they've had a lot of flow with their starters now. They've solidified their starters. Early on, Noel wasn't in the lineup starting, but now he is, and with Austin Edwards, Easton Page, and Matt Walker, it's a nice starting lineup for Coach, and I think he's trying to solidify some substitution bench players to come in and try to give him some productivity as well.
De La Rosa with it up top for Havre. Gets it to Agason. Agason looking to drive, goes in, kicks it out in the corner. De La Rosa for three from the corner, misses. Rebound, Austin Edwards.
Edwards with the rebound.
Up ahead to Fowler. Fowler's going to slow it down here. 4:12 to go till halftime. Belgrade ahead, 28-17. Walker with it now up top for Belgrade. Gets it back to Fowler. Here's Edwards in the corner. Looking for Reynolds inside, pulls it back out, gets it to Page up top. Page will pull the three, misses off the back. Rebound goes to Ivor Agason, and he'll bring it down the floor himself for the Blue Ponies. In the corner, Agason with the ball here. Spins, goes to the baseline, gets it out to Parsons. But he was out of bounds on that spin move, so turnover, Belgrade ball with 3:37 to go here.
And that's kind of looks like how Havre's season goes. A little bit of inconsistency. They had a nice, great first quarter, but not much here in the last 7 minutes, or 5 minutes of the second quarter here.
Page with it. Nice pass underneath to Reynolds, who lays it in for an easy two. 30-17, Panthers on top. Murphy with it now for Havre. Gets it to De La Rosa. Now Brown with it. Murphy up top now. Goes in, up with it, right hand, off the backboard, misses. Rebound to Dawson Fowler. Fowler bringing it down himself. Pulls out behind the back. Pass all the way across the Page for three. Misses. Rebound goes to Agason.
Rebound by Agason.
It's good ball movement there for the open three, but Havre comes back in transition.
Edwards.
Just can't handle the layup there. Good rebound by Austin. Outlets it to Dawson Fowler in transition.
Fowler nearly loses the handle, gets it to Edwards. Edwards drives in, goes up, misses. Rebound to Agason.
Another rebound.
2:24 to go here until halftime. Belgrade leading 30-17. Again, we will have the girls' game after this one. We'll have the undefeated Havre Blue Pony girls here against the Belgrade Panthers about 20 minutes after this one concludes on a separate link on Panther Live. Catch it right here on Panther Live YouTube channel. We'll shut down after the boys' game ends. You'll see a new link appear labeled the girls' game. As we approach halftime, again, Belgrade up 30-17 with 2:16 to go. Couple substitutions here for both teams. It's Havre's ball out of bounds. So here Agason gets it to Windy Boy. Now Parsons will pull up for three. Misses front iron. Rebound Fowler. Fowler with it himself behind the back. Goes in from the free throw line. Pulls up. Misses back iron. Rebound goes to Windy Boy. Now to Agason. Now to Parsons.
So this is kind of a good time here towards the end of the half, early in the game, which is nice with Belgrade with the lead. Coach can kind of look at his bench players. Got Klinzinski in there, and now Andrew Toffsley, who's kind of made his way back in to get some minutes to see if they can kind of be some impact players and productivity. But a good score by them.
Gets free for two.
Irvin hits that shot, the senior for the Blue Ponies, 30-19 now. Belgrade on top by 11. 1:20 to go till halftime. Fowler gets it inside to Reynolds, and once again, Noel Reynolds left wide open underneath. 2 points, Noel Reynolds, 32-19, Belgrade on top.
Yeah, Havre just losing vision of them, that their backside help there, and Noel's been doing a good job of sliding in against the open spaces against their defense. 3 easy buckets by Noel here in the second quarter.
Parsons thought about the three, gets it inside to Irvin, who loses the handle. Out of bounds, last touch by Belgrade. Under a minute to play here until halftime. 53 seconds exactly. Belgrade leading 32-19, and it's Havre's ball under the basket. Open for in the corner is Windy Boy missing the 3 ball. Rebound Klonzinski up ahead to Walker. Ahead to Fowler. Fowler goes up right hand. Misses. Boy, and Dawson Fowler came down a little awkward. Looks like he's all right. But 44 seconds to go here until halftime. It's going to be Belgrade's ball from under the basket. Klonzinski with it in the corner. Is fouled by Windy Boy. And that's going to be the 5th team foul on Havre, so no free throws yet. As Klonzinski will inbound it to Fowler. 40 seconds to go. Fowler working. Gets it to Reynolds, but there's a whistle before he made it to the hoop. It's going to be a foul on the floor against Havre.
His third personal. Murphy checks in the ball game, replacing Herman. Panthers ball underneath.
39 seconds to go. Walker looking to inbound it. Gets it into Klonzinski, losing the handle. Regaining it, though, and pulling it out. Gets it back to Walker in the corner for 3. In and out. Rebound. There's a whistle. Foul. Let's see who this is on. It's going to be against the Panthers.
Foul charge against Reynolds. His second.
It looked like Noel just got him with the body, supposedly. It looked like they were both pretty vertical. Kind of a tough call, but nonetheless, the ref thinks there was some contact off the backside into the body. And Noel picks up his second here with 30 seconds to go. We'll see if coach leaves him in. It looks like Noel will stay in the game for this now the last 30 seconds as Fowler goes to the bench.
Yeah, Havre with the ball. 25 seconds till half. 13-point lead for the Panthers. 20 seconds now as Agason controls it. Gets to Windy Boy. Back to Agason up top. Parsons now with it on the left wing. Murphy now kicks it up to Windy Boy. Now on the other side here. Good work all the way around. 3-ball on the way in. Good from Parsons. 5 seconds to go. Inbounded to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to have to pull up from half court. He's fouled. Boy, that could be a costly foul. This is going to send Noel Reynolds to the free throw line for 1-and-1. Boy, right after
contact there, was there enough contact there? Did he get him on the arm, or did
I think that they say he got him on the arm. I'm not sure.
That's what he called, but
right,
it's kind of a tough call, and especially with his .8.
Yeah, under 1 second to go. Noel Reynolds at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Tanner Parsons had just hit a nice 3-ball for Havre. Belgrade inbounds it. Reynolds needed to pull up from midcourt, and he wasn't going to get the shot off, but he was fouled. He makes this first free throw with a 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's tough. Even though if you want to steal it, you can't.
Out, no good. Rebound goes out of after the first half. Belgrade leads it 33-22. Let's go ahead and step aside for 2 minutes. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM and Panther Live. All right, back here at halftime at the Event Center in Belgrade. Panthers lead it at the break 33-22. Again, this is Belgrade Havre, the boys game. We'll have the girls game immediately following this one, really about a 20-minute intermission in between games. Right now I have Belgrade Activities Director and the PA announcer tonight. I didn't know, I wasn't expecting that one, but Rick Phillips is with us here in the broadcast booth.
How are you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. How'd you end up there doing the PA announcing?
Well, our regulars had some other things they had to do, so we had to fill in, and you're up here, so I couldn't bring your voice down there.
Well, you're doing a good job. We can hear you over there, so you're doing a good job. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
But again, Rick Phillips, the activities director here at Belgrade High School. Some news that just hit the press is something we've been talking about and thinking about for probably quite a while, but now it's made pretty well public out there, is that Belgrade planning to go AA in either the 2019 or 2020 school year. As the activities director, talk about what that really means for this entire school and community.
Well, it's certainly going to be obviously a step up in competition, as everybody considers AA to be the pinnacle of competition around the state. It's crazy because this started probably 13 years ago when the boom started, and in 2007 we had the recession and things kind of fell back off, and now things have recovered. Belgrade's booming, the Valley's booming, and we're now with the reclassification that MHSA also did last year, where it used to be 907 students was the maximum you could have in a school. That's been lowered at 856. So it certainly made the transition probably happen a little bit sooner than maybe we thought it was, or maybe would like it. But it's here, it's on us, and it looks like right now, if all things holds true, as you well know, being our counselor and knowing enrollment numbers, we're over that 856 number right now, about 885 or something like that.
Right. Yeah, and then just looking across at the sports programs that we have here at Belgrade, we've had a very strong softball program. Again, high expectations for the defending state champion softball team from last year. Our boys soccer team has back-to-back state championships. Feels like some of our sports are certainly ready to go, while we might see growing pains in other sports. How are you responding to maybe some people's concern or worry about, wow, we're jumping up to a high level here?
Yeah, you're exactly right. We feel pretty confident in the sports you mentioned, softball, soccer. I also think our volleyball team will be right in there as well. We've been competing against some AA schools, even in basketball. We played Capital and Helena this year and beat Capital and lost by just a few to Helena High the other night in the boys' side. Girls' side a little ways to go, but we have stepped up. We've been talking about it with all our sports, trying to bring in an off-season training program for all of our sports, our SAQ program, as we call it, speed, agility, and quickness, that works with all of our athletes. It's still a growing program in its infinite stage, but the goal is that we have our athletes involved in something year-round, so that hopefully we can continue to, the ones that are not involved in other sports are still getting some training as we go along.
All right. And then one other thing I just want to mention, a new way for fans to connect here at Belgrade High School is a new app that you can download on your phone. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about this new app and how fans of the Panthers can have more access here?
Yeah, it's called Jungle Mania, and you can Google that or go to your iPhones and Jungle Mania BHS, and you can download the app. And what it's intended to do is just try to generate a little excitement. As kids are always on their phones, this is another chance that they can bring their phones to the game, check in. They can have check-in, earn points for attending not only sporting events, but anything that goes on at our school, whether it be a band concert, choir concert, the play, even our Smash Brothers gaming tournament we got coming up here in a couple weeks. But it's mostly to engage the students and really let us see what activities are being attended. So it's also a way for us to track. It's fun for them, but a way for us to track and try to generate some ideas on what are hot things that people go and see and how we can continue to promote those.
All right, again, it is halftime at the Event Center. The Belgrade Panthers leading the Havre Blue Ponies 33-22. We got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go till the start of the second half, and you've got PA announcer duties to do. So we'll go ahead and step aside for a 2-minute commercial, let you get back down there, and be back with the start of the second half after this 2-minute break.
Thank you.
All right, back here, halftime winding down here, 1:30 to go until we start this second half. Again, thanks for tuning in on Panther Live. We hope our radio listeners on 93.7 FM are tuned in now. I haven't got an update back from the radio station, but just in case you guys are there, we'll keep going. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rich's Flooring. Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on, and Rich himself made an appearance at the broadcast tonight. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's correct, Nate.
All right. That was good to see Rich up here, one of our proud sponsors here of Panther Live, as well as our broadcast on 93.7 FM.
It's good to see all of our sponsors in person.
Yeah, right? Speaking of sponsors, I got to run this one more time right now. Today's game is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso right here in Belgrade. Make sure you get out there at 501 West Main, as well as Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And finally, Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. You got any stats here from the first half? What do you know?
Yeah, we have Dawson Fowler coming in with 6 points, Easton Page with 11, number 21, Noel Reynolds with 9, has a nice second quarter there. Pretty balanced scoring. Then we have Matt Walker with 2 3-pointers himself for 6. And Austin Edwards with 6 as well. So we got nice balanced scoring by the Panthers, and that's all coach can ask for. Currently gives them 11-point lead. Havre hit that 1-3 right before the break, but we'll see if Belgrade can come out high-energy defense first 5 minutes here and extend the lead, and we'll see if Havre can have another run with a little bit of scoring.
All right, so third quarter underway. Havre with the ball. In the corner is Murphy. Gets it out here to Irvin. Now in the corner to Agason. Now Brown with it inside. Gets it out to Murphy. Murphy here on the left wing. Thinks about the 3. Passes all the way across here. Shot on the way from Irvin is good on the baseline. So Jacob Irvin starts the scoring here in the second half. 33-24, Belgrade with the lead.
Yeah, Coach Deming probably would want to get a stop right there out of the gate, but keeps Havre right there. And we got to come back and now do a score of ourselves, continue with the lead. Easy call there. Dawson Fowler gets fouled. It should be 2 shots.
So Dawson Fowler will go to the free throw line here again. 7:09 to go, third quarter. Belgrade leading 33-24. Today's game is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Fowler's first free throw on the way is good. Second free throw now for Fowler. Belgrade with a 10-point lead is good as well. So now 11-point lead for Belgrade here early in this third quarter. As Belgrade picks up the press near midcourt. Murphy misses, gets his own rebound and is fouled. So Trey Murphy headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think good job by getting into the press again to try to get them to make some bad decisions, but they get the cross-court pass to break the press. Austin stayed enough in the air on the first shot, but we got to stay down against the post players, especially when their post players are only about 5'10", maybe 6 foot. They're not going to be able to shoot over well. Just stay on the ground, challenge shot up at the top, force them to shoot the worst possible shot possible, but he gets us in the air and allows him to go, Havre to go to the floor line for 2.
Free throw is good from Murphy. He makes 1 out of 2. So 10-point lead here for Belgrade, 35-25, 6:50 to go, third quarter. Page pulls up from the elbow. Good.
Page hits from the elbow.
Nice, easy decision by Cade Page. They kind of back off him, and so he takes a couple dribbles in right at the elbow and knocks the shot down.
Here's Murphy with it. Gets it to Agason. Agason working on Page. Gets it to Murphy. Ball loose. Edwards is going to come up with it for Belgrade. Edwards all alone. Boy, he tried to set Fowler up for the oop, but it didn't quite work out. They got to practice that when you're looking with a puzzled look on your face there, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead and take the layup there.
Let's see.
Good thing Coach Deming is smiling because the old rule, if you're going to make a play like that, it better work out.
So what happened if you missed it was Austin Edwards was on a little bit of a breakaway.
If that was the case, you were automatically to the bench. But Coach Deming in good spirits tonight with the lead and gives a kind of a half smile to Austin and says, yeah, like you said, Parr, we got to work on that.
Wanted to see an alley-oop to Fowler, but didn't quite work out. Belgrade with the ball, though, here in a 12-point lead as Reynolds with a nice pass to Edwards.
Little pistol Pete action there by Noel Reynolds.
We get the replay of it because we have about a 25-second delay on our monitor, so we're going to go ahead and watch this one right now as Reynolds comes in with a nice pass.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout here, so we'll stay right here. Tonight's game is brought to you by Daka Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory, helping families celebrate a life lived. There is a difference.
Nice move there off the penetration by Noel. Gets in the lane. He fakes pass to the corner, brings it back. Looks like he had an easy layup. Defender comes up. Nice side pass to Austin Edwards.
5:54 to go, third quarter. Belgrade 39, Havre 25. Again, this is the boys' game. The girls' game will follow about 20 minutes after this one concludes. Havre with the, well, I'm going to go ahead and just say they're the number one ranked team in the state, undefeated on girls. I believe they are.
Yeah,
top rated or very close to, if not.
Max Preps guys them at 11-0, but
yeah, 11-0 I believe is right.
Or 12-0, but Dustin Kraske, their head coach, said they're 11-0. But yeah, they're number one in the state. Hamilton's also undefeated for the girls, at number 2 in the state. But I think Havre's the more dominant team.
Here's Edwards from the wing. Good. 41-25. Panthers on top with 5:15 to go in the third.
Looks like Belgrade just slowly wearing Havre down here, and we'll see if their defense continues to give them. Yep, good tip by Noel. Almost gets the turnover.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Havre's ball.
Checking in for the Blue Ponies, number 10, Windy Boy, and number 11, Parsons. And for the Panthers, number 10, Klonzinski, and 31, Gordon.
Spencer Gordon and Jake Klonzinski coming into the game here for Belgrade. Agason with it up top here. Gets it to Murphy. Parsons with it now on the left wing. 3 ball on the way from Irvin. Misses. Rebound Edwards.
Edwards with another rebound.
Fowler going to pull up for 3. Misses off the front iron. Rebound to Page. Right back to Fowler. He's got another chance. This time he's going to kick it out to Klonzinski in the corner. Bam! Klonzinski hits the 3.
Klonzinski hits for 3.
Outstanding ball movement. Good hustle by Easton Page there to keep the second chance points there alive. Tips it right back to Dawson. Dawson head fakes in the corner for Klonzinski and knocks the shot down.
Now Havre on the other end. It's Murphy up top, guarded by Edwards. Pass inside to Irvin. Nice play right off the glass and in.
Irvin gets free inside.
27-44. Belgrade on top of Havre. Fowler with it. Finds Page in the corner. Inside Edwards. He's nearly quadruple team. Loses the handle. Murphy comes up with it for Havre. Agason now kicks it out to Windy Boy. Murphy gets it to Agason on the right wing. Agason's going to dribble into the key. Kicks it back out to Murphy for 3. Shot misses. Rebound Fowler. Up ahead Edwards, but he turned and started looking for the hoop before he secured the catch.
Yeah, 2 turnovers there in a row by Austin Edwards. Once in the post, once in transition there. Probably could have had 2 more easy buckets, but like you said, just got his eyes off it, kind of like when the receiver takes his eyes off the ball and starts heading up the field for extra yardage already, and he turned and the ball went off his hands. Windy
Boy's going to bring it down the court here for Havre. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Belgrade ahead, 44-27.
Coach Deming's got 3 bench players in. Spencer, Gordon, Jake Klaczynski, and Andrew Toffsley, and then remains with Dawson Fowler and Easton Page. So it's kind of a good opportunity here if you're a player coming in off the bench to kind of show, again, what your role is and what you can give to the team a little bit, and bring some productivity to help build, because we're coming to the second half of the season now, Nate, where you need to get a little bit of that extra productivity from bench players, so it helps going into divisionals if you get in foul trouble or for energy, because you're going to start playing back-to-back games once you get into tournament play. So
Fowler loses the handle on it. Agason up ahead for Havre. Passes here to Parsons, who's going to go up on the baseline. Misses. Rebound Fowler. 2:46 to go, third quarter. Fowler keeping it to himself, and he is going to be called. Is this offensive?
We don't know.
No call yet, and it's going to be against Havre.
So it looked like the top ref had a hand check before the offensive foul. Havre's coaches really confused, because it was definitely easily an offensive foul call. And bam, from Dawson Fowler, 3 in the corner.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler hits the 2:30 to go now in the third. Belgrade extends it to a 20-point lead. As Agason now finds teammate. 3-ball on the way is good from Thomas Brown.
Brown hits for 3. Brown.
30-47, Belgrade on top. 2:11 to go now in the third. Page with it up top, gets it to Klaczynski. Back to Page. Looking inside, finds Toffsley, and a foul called. This is going to be the 5th team foul with 2:01 to go here in the third.
Yeah, and as you're posting up there, generally, you know, that defensive player is going to come through you a little bit. You got to be strong enough to hold, keep your arms a little bit higher so he can't come through. And once that ball is released from the guard as a post player, you got to go secure that ball as hard as you can. And some games that's a foul and some games not. So you got to have better ball security going to the post.
As looks like, I didn't know if Fowler stepped out of bounds or what the call was, but I think it's going to be a foul called against. That's a foul called against Murphy, so it's going to be Belgrade's ball here under the hoop. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third. Page gets it to Klaczynski. Gordon up top, finds Klaczynski. Back to Fowler now. Fowler working on Murphy. Dribbles in, pulls it out. Page now on the right wing. Inside to Gordon. Gordon going to the hoop. No foul called. Toffsley comes up with the loose ball, misses. Gets his own rebound, goes up again, misses. Rebound to Gordon, but can't come down with a bucket. And then finally a whistle and foul called with the ball on the floor. I believe it's going to be against Belgrade, where we have an injured player here for the Ponies.
Walker checks in, replacing Fowler.
Belgrade athletic trainer Matt Hoskins will come 10 to the injured Pony. It is Tyson Sangray, who is a little shaken up here. Looks like he's all right. I think he just got hit in the face.
Yeah, he got bumped in the face. Probably looks like his eyes are watering a little bit. Kind of lost the vision. And got no calls there. Looked like we got fouled there a couple times, but nonetheless, we couldn't convert on those shots, and Havre basketball.
Brown gets it up top now to De La Rosa. Murphy looking inside to Brown. Miscommunication, turnover. Easton Page with the ball here for the Panthers. To Klaczynski. Here's Walker now on the wing. Gets it to Page. Page dribbles in. Pass inside to Toffsley. Toffsley, nice move under the basket, goes up. 49-30, Belgrade with the lead, under a minute to play, third quarter.
Good pass by Easton Page. Toffsley, that time in the post, goes and grabs the basketball and is able to finish in a control.
Parson hits the shot for Havre on the other end off the baseline. 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Belgrade might hold for the final shot as Page just kind of hangs on to it up top and is just letting time tick off the clock.
Yeah, coach calls a 1-4 low, so we'll see if he stays in 1-4 low with the one-on-one or if he's going to go to 1-4 low with a 50 call with a high screen and roll. And Walker comes back and gets it after he picks his dribble up.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go now in the third. Page brings it in. Gets it to Walker in the corner. Walker pump fake. Now he's going to pull for three.
Bam! Walker.
Matt Walker with the three. 5 seconds to go here in the third. De La Rosa with it. We'll need to get a shot off. It's on the way from Parsons, and it's just off the back iron, nearly from midcourt. Parsons almost had that one. Instead, after 3 quarters, the score, Belgrade 52, Havre 32. Let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You were listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And tonight's game is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso. Make sure you visit Jumpstart in Belgrade at 501 West Main, as well as Taco Time. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support of Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And finally, Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. That reminds me that, this upcoming week we've got Ethan Zawicki going to be covering our game when we play Butte Central. Ethan Zawicki's taking over the Panther Live broadcast, and you, Mr. Demjanovic, and I will be alone on the radio. So we're going to split our broadcast this week when we play Butte Central and let Ethan Zawicki take over the radio, or the live stream call, that is. Start of the fourth quarter here, Belgrade ahead by 20. 52-32, and it's going to be Belgrade's ball.
Yeah, that last play by Matt Walker was a nice, another Kansas shooting move. They call it a step back, so you take that one dribble in. He cleared off the head fake and then stepped back, got his feet behind the three-point line, and did a great job knocking down that shot to extend the lead to 20.
Fowler with it up top here for Belgrade in this final quarter. In the corner to Edwards. Edwards all the way across to Fowler. Fowler goes inside, misses, gets his own rebound, gets it kicked out here to Walker. Now Edwards on the corner, and he traveled before he took that step, so it's going to be a turnover. Ball to Havre with 7:42 to go in this game.
Yeah, sometimes you get too much in a rush there, and your pivot foot slides and takes that negative, and it's an easy call for the ref for the travel.
So Agason's going to bring the ball down here for Havre. Gets it to Irvin. Irvin picks up his dribble and gets it now to Murphy. Now inside to Windy Boy. Windy Boy finds Parsons cutting across, and it's going to send Parsons to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call for the official there. Austin and Easton came down easily and got the foul on the arm. They give that first foul of the night for Easton Page, and it's good. Parsons knocks down his first free throw.
Parsons at the line shooting 2, makes the first.
52-33, 7:25 to go. 52-34, 7:25 to go. Parsons hits both free throws. Belgrade comes back up the floor as Dawson Fowler takes the ball, swings it over to Easton Page. Easton slices in the middle just short of the layup. Rebound Havre up to 42 for the outlet and pulls it back.
Here we go, Agason with the ball now. No one guarding him, so he'll drive it in. He'll kick it out to Murphy. Murphy drives in, goes up, misses. Rebound Fowler. Under 7 minutes to go here in this game. Belgrade up by 18 as Dawson Fowler, as he goes up, is fouled. It's going to send him to the free throw line. It's like Dawson Fowler with 11 points on the night tonight, averaging 17 on the season. Could be on pace to be right there tonight. Fowler's free throw is good. 53-34. Belgrade on top. Again, this is the boys' game. We'll have the girls' game after about a 20-minute intermission after this one ends. Second free throw is good from Fowler, so he's now up to 13 points on the night. Is that right? You said Fowler averaging 17 this season?
I got him at close to 17. I believe he had 21 the other night against Helena. They didn't have the stats in, so I just kind of averaged out. Their current stats says 16.8, but he's had a couple double-figure games since then, so it's pretty close to over 17, yeah.
Sure. And again, like I said, tonight at 13 with 6:38 to go in this game.
And we'll have to check in with Coach Deming early next week before the next game and to see where he is on the careers leader for point totals. Coach Deming thought that he was right there and probably got it over the last couple games. So
Parson at the free throw line here. Second one misses in a violation, I believe, called. He did hit the first free throw of this sequence, but we have some sort of a
stoppage in play. Now sends Belgrade.
Here with it is Irvin. Gets it to Parsons. Parsons pulls up from the baseline, misses. Rebound, Fowler. Well, I wish we tracked Fowler's rebounds. He's got a ton of them again tonight. He's got it here on his own. Spins inside. Gets it to Edwards, but is called for a travel before that, and Coach can't believe it.
No, that specific official, generally, you'll see him calling a lot of travels off of a spin move. I have no idea why. Deming and I have always had wondered that, and not sure. It looked like a nice spin move to me as he picks the basketball up, but nonetheless, he's called it, so timeout.
All right, and with that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM and Panther Live. We will be back in 1 minute. All right, here we go. Back from the timeout, 6:09 to go, fourth quarter. Belgrade 56, Havre 35. Havre with the ball. As Agason brings it down the floor here for the Blue Ponies. Gets it in the corner to Parsons for three. Misses front iron. Rebound, Agason. Goes up with it. Misses rebound. Edwards for Belgrade. Edwards up ahead to Reynolds. To Walker now. Fowler with it up top. 5:45 to go in this one. Panthers in control. Easton Page gets it to Matt Walker. Reynolds with it now in the corner. Belgrade just working it around the perimeter. Inside to Reynolds. Double teamed. Gets it to Page. Walker for three. He's hit this one a couple times tonight. He hits another one.
Ham by Walker. Another one.
59-35. 5:10 to go. Agason with the ball here for the Blue Ponies.
That's
Here's
Walker's
Brown.
4th three of the night.
Geez, is that right? Does he have all threes tonight? Does he have anything from the free throw line?
No,
or
one in each quarter. He has a 3 in each quarter.
how about that? As Parsons hits that shot under the basket. Was that Irvin, according to Rick Phillips? I'll stick with that. Fowler for three. Misses. Rebound goes to Irvin. Up ahead now to Brown. Brown under the basket misses. Rebound Fowler. 4:30 to go in this game. Fowler with it. Goes up, misses. And Edwards comes flying in, grabs the rebound as he's going out of bounds. So it's going to be Havre's ball.
Got good hustle by Austin. Those are big, tight plays, but he's easy call by the referee. As you could see, his tiptoes were on the line there and couldn't quite get the ball back in bounds before his feet touched.
4:20 to go now in this game. Havre with the ball, trailing 37-59. Parsons with it. Tries to get it to De La Rosa, who now has it up top. De La Rosa working on Toffsley behind the back. Pass inside to Brown. Brown is fouled by... Got some new Panthers here in this game. Is that Vaughn in there?
Yeah, you have Owen Vaughn, Riley Berman, Gordon Spencer,
14,
Andrew Toffsley,
Panthers.
and Jake Klaczynski.
As Vaughn hits that one out of bounds in the attempted inbound. 4 minutes left in this game now.
Heavy minutes here to see what they can do and get them some good experience. He's going to call the blocking foul there.
That was Agason taking it to the hoop. It's going to head to the free throw line now.
Stepping to the line for the Ponies is number 32, Iver Augustin.
Havre 2 for 2 from the line there. Nate cuts the lead to 20.
Just a couple technical difficulties tonight. We've had a pretty smooth broadcast, though, here on Panther Live.
Brown, his first personal, 9th.
3:50 to go here in this game. Belgrade ahead 59-39. I want to thank all our viewers on Panther Live. I've been watching this ticker be between 50 and 56, 57 viewers. I think our record in basketball is 60. So I want to thank all those fans from Havre who have tuned in to help make this one of our highest watched games so far. We'll look forward to having a big girls broadcast as well after this game concludes. Agason with it now on the right side, working on Klaczynski. Gets it to De La Rosa. De La Rosa, jump stop, goes up. Toffsley with the defense is called for the foul. 3:25 to go in the fourth quarter.
13, Andrew Toffsley.
Belgrade 59, Havre 39. Still a 20-point lead here for the Panthers.
Yeah, Havre has tried to exert and has exerted good energy. They just haven't been able to be consistent on the scoring. They had a great first quarter, but they just don't quite have the firepower to match up to Belgrade's with Dawson Fowler leading the way. But they've hung around there and cut into the lead here a little bit with 3:25 to go.
De La Rosa's free throw there is good. It's a shout out to Cornelia Chinsky, watching from, I believe, Havre. Been tuned in this whole game and helping promote us on Facebook. So thanks, Cornelia, for cheering on the Blue Ponies. Tough one here for the boys, but we are expecting a closer match when the girls get started in about a half hour.
Yeah, the Havre girls, pretty tough matchup for us tonight as they're number one in the state. And we'll see how Belgrade rises to the challenge.
Andrew Toffsley is at the free throw line. I didn't catch exactly what got him there, but Andrew Toffsley is at the free throw line here for Belgrade. Free throw on the way and misses.
That was charge number 32, Iver Augustin.
It's nice, a little tough to shoot with, he's got his face guard on. I believe he's got a little bit of a broken nose, so kind of off the mark there. We'll see if he settled us down on this free throw here.
Second free throw up, misses. Rebound, tipped around a couple times. Gordon comes up with it, and then a foul called.
Good hustle play there by Spencer Gordon coming in off the rebound and grabs the basketball.
Foul charge against.
I think Havre was kind of looking for a jump ball there, but Spencer gets fouled.
Augustin's fifth personal. Augustin fouls out with 3:21.
Augustin fouls out for Havre. He's had a nice night. Said his name quite a few times. Looks like he'll end with, is that 5 points, I believe? Little confusion here at the scores table with the ref, the Havre coach. Jody Ruff, the scorekeeper here for the Panthers on the Belgrade score bench.
For Augustin is Jacob Irvin.
Not sure what that holdup was, but Jacob Irvin's going to come into the game here for the Blue Ponies.
And it's tough, too, as a head coach. Coach Leeds is a good coach. He's had some great teams over the past, led by one great player, Dane Warp. He had several years ago, who's, I believe, now at Carroll College, but kind of tough for Havre this year of a 2-9 record, and nonetheless, they're playing hard for him, and that's all you can ask.
Free throw misses. Coming down with it now, though, is Parsons. Havre with it, though, on the other end. Parsons pulls up for three. Misses. Rebound. Over the back called against Jacob Irvin.
Yeah, Parsons has had a nice game as well. Right now also tied for the leading scorer in the game for both teams. Dawson Fowler with 13, who's probably not going to get back into the game, but Parsons now with 13 and just off the mark of that last three-pointer, but Havre fouls over the back off the rebound, sends Jake is that Owen Vaughn to the line?
I think that's Klonzinski.
Oh, is it? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Jake. Had it right the first time.
Klonzinski hits the first free throw. .308 to go. Belgrade 61, Havre 41. Misses the free throw. Murphy with the rebound. Ahead to Windy Boy. Timeout taken by Havre. Let's see if this is a full timeout. It is a full timeout. So with this full timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And tonight's game on Panther Live is brought to you by Jumpstart Espresso. Visit Jumpstart Espresso in Belgrade at 501 West Main Street, as well as Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years, as well as Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, back here for the final 3:02 of this one. Belgrade ahead by 20 over the Havre Blue Ponies. Havre's ball under the basket. Inbound stolen away by Andrew Toffsley. Belgrade with a 4-on-1 break. Toffsley loses the handle, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Havre's ball now, 2:55 to go in this game.
Yeah, Toffsley kind of struggling there, missed some free throws, can't really see through that face guard much, but then turns the ball over, then fouls out of frustration. So that's not what coach is looking at. Because now, again, we've had this discussion before. Now the clock stops again with 2:48, even though Belgrade's in control by 20. But we keep giving Havre easy points when they can go to the free throw line with the clock stop.
Irvin at the free throw line with 2:48 to go. Makes the first. 19-point lead here for Belgrade. Second free throw on the way is good. 2:45 to go and counting here. Fourth quarter, Belgrade up 18. Klonzinski with it. Looking for a screen from Vaughn. Takes it into the corner now. Kicks it out to Vaughn. Vaughn looks to penetrate in the corner to Toffsley. Toffsley all the way across the Klonzinski. Inside to Gordon. And a foul called. Was that against Gordon?
Yeah, the ref said he pushed off on the post-up to get away from the defender. As you can see, it doesn't look like much there.
Checking into the ball game for the Blue Ponies is number 50, Kellen.
It's like Drew Deming is now tuned in as well on the broadcast. Drew, this is the end of the varsity game here. Got some of the guys from the JV bench checked in right now. We mentioned Riley Berman, Owen Vaughn, some of the young Panthers here in this game right now. As Windy Boy has it up top. Gets it to Brown. Here's a new name for Havre. It's Dietrich. De La Rosa with it now, guarded by Gordon. Windy Boy now in the corner. Going up with it and fouled. De La Rosa drawing contact with exactly 2 minutes to go in this game. Is going to go to the free throw line.
The referee called 2 shots on the foul there. Got Andrew up in the air, but if there was a foul, I believe it should have been a body call if you see on the replay there. But because he swung his arm,
yeah, it should have been on the body.
Yeah, generally the ref sees that, they swing the arm, and for some reason they always get kind of an automatic call, but there wasn't contact with the arm there at all. But
number 15, Kate Moeller.
Maybe a little bit of the body, but it could have been a no call there.
And now we also have Luke Turner in the game here for Belgrade. But actually he's going to step out. I'm not sure if he was in the scorebook or what happened here. Are they wearing warm-up jerseys? Is the uniform the issue for those guys?
Yeah, they're wearing undershirts, and I'm not sure what the rules are now. Generally the rules are that it has to be a solid color of the main part of your jersey. I don't know if they're black or I'm not sure even now if you can have sleeves underneath. I'm not sure. So it looks like they're going to probably take those undershirts off. It had to do something with the undershirt, and you'll see them come back out with just their top on.
Boy, and Belgrade nearly had 6 men on the floor. I don't know if I've ever seen that in basketball before.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, Nate, when you trying to get guys time and
here they are.
Win basketball games.
Get these guys, Lester. Our cameraman Lester is going to get these guys coming out of the locker room now. They got the right uniforms on. That's good to see. That's Luke Turner and Noel Reynolds, not to be confused with the other Noel Reynolds, but the younger Reynolds now in the correct uniform. Hopefully we'll see these guys step out on the floor here tonight.
So technical foul. I'm not sure if they had the wrong jersey. I'm not sure if it had to do with undershirts. Must have to do with the undershirts because they took them off.
Or they weren't checked into the scores book. Not sure exactly, but it is a technical foul here as De La Rosa is shooting for Havre. 2 minutes to go, 61-46. As De La Rosa misses that free throw. And now Belgrade will check in to the game. Luke Turner and Noel Reynolds.
Junior at number 25, Luke Turner.
This Noel Reynolds is brothers of the Noel Reynolds that you saw under the hoop in the first half, getting quite a few baskets. And then a timeout called by Coach Deming. Boy, we're really dragging out this final last 3.5 minutes of this game.
I'm kind of hungry. I hadn't had lunch today, so I was hoping.
Hey, I got you some popcorn.
Calling timeouts. We can't get guys subbed in, and
well, either way, we got a timeout here on the floor. Today's game is brought to you by Tire Factory. Always on time, always the right tire, always the right price, and always the best warranty. All right, here we go. Back in action. Under 2 minutes to play here. Belgrade ahead 61-46. Shot misses. Rebound. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Belgrade, so it's going to be Havre's ball. Inbounded here to the Blue Ponies. Working on Reynolds. Is 34. Let me catch a name here. That's Sangre. Good to see he's back in the game after his injury. Going up with it and hitting now. Just want to remind everyone who's tuned in right now watching this boys game that after this game ends and we have a 20-minute intermission between the boys and the girls, we will close this link out. We'll close out this Belgrade boys versus Havre game on our YouTube page, and we will relaunch a new link that will be titled Belgrade Girls Basketball. So make sure you're on the lookout for that once this one ends. as Andy Demjanovic has muted his microphone and is just eating my popcorn right now. Belgrade comes down with the rebound ahead, 61-48 with 1:35 to go. In the corner is Luke Turner. Gets it to Berman. Now Reynolds. Reynolds driving in, jump stop. Goes up and is fouled. No call, actually. Just out of bounds called. And it's going to send... Well, it's just going to be inbounded out of bounds.
It's good popcorn, Nate. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. It's pretty good from the Belgrade concession stand. Got to thank Haley Vogley for that. And Deb Finkbeiner. As Owen Vaughn with it here. Got a whistle, 1:21 to go in this game.
Foul's called against Windy Boy.
Foul called against Windy Boy.
Vaughn will be on the line.
Vaughn's free throw misses off the front iron. .121 to go. 61-48. Panthers on top. Second free throw's good. Bringing it down the floor is Brown now for Havre. Gets to Sangre. To Windy Boy. Now Brown looks inside to Sangre, working on the block on Reynolds. Going up with it. Rolls around and in. 62-50 with 51 seconds to go. Berman to Turner. Now corner three ball on the way.
Bam from Bowler.
How about that? Good for that young man. Hits that shot with 35 seconds to go. 65-50.
Nice find there by Luke Turner to Bowler. He's been a great player for Belgrade on the JV this year.
Reynolds with the block.
And as you can see, is a decent shooter. Finds him again for three.
This time short. Reynolds comes with the rebound. Misses. 14 seconds to go.
Yeah, Tate Bowler, only a freshman, Nate. So it's nice when you can see that you get a freshman some varsity minutes, some varsity experience. Because you have a decent kid like that for 4 years, it's always nice. As you can see, Dawson Fowler was the same way, same type of player. So hopefully Tate Bowler looks like he can grow into a nice basketball player for Coach Deming over the next 4 years.
This is Noel Reynolds at the free throw line right now. Missing the first, 65-50. Belgrade on top, 14 seconds to go. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Havre. Just 10 seconds to go in this game. Windy Boy with it. Drives in, loses the handle. It's in Berman's hands. He's going forward, 4 seconds to go.
Coast to coast, Berman.
There it is.
Oh!
Fouled. Boy, he hit the deck hard, but he's up.
In the words of Chris Berman, I don't know any relation, he could go all the way, and he did.
He did. He's a quick player. He gets the ball in his hands. We saw him in football season. He made a couple of plays there in the defensive backfield as well as at receiver with the ball in his hands. So
yeah, Berman's got one speed, and that's go, as you can see.
Misses that one, though. 1 second to go. Full court shot on the way is no good, but that will do it. Final score, Belgrade 67, Havre 50. Boy, that last 3 minutes was brutal at times, but we made it. We got about a 20-minute break, and then we'll have the girls. But go ahead and close it out here on the boys' game.
Yeah, I think Belgrade just had too much firepower overall for Havre. Havre came out and had a nice little start in the first quarter, scoring 17 points, and then Belgrade was able to just continue their scoring, and Havre had a little bit more trouble. But again, Belgrade shows some nice fluidity to their offense. Havre plays hard, but as you can see, they're just kind of struggling over the season. They dropped to 2-10 on the year, and Belgrade goes to 7-4 on the year. Currently, they're number 9 in Class A rankings. Belgrade is, and they're slowly moving up. And there's a lot of parity in Class A basketball right now. So good job. I think Coach Deming will take the win. Anytime you get a conference win at home, helps you advance for seeding for the Super Divisional, because we got two great other teams that Belgrade faces in the conference in Fergus, who we haven't played yet, and also Park, who's already beat us, who's in the top 5 in Class A. So you got to be able to win the games you're supposed to win, and Belgrade does that tonight. And notches a conference win, and we'll see how they play out with Fergus and Park over the last several games here.
All right, so that'll do it here for the boys game. Again, final score here at the Event Center in Belgrade. The Panthers 67 over the Havre Blue Ponies 50. So for all those tuned in on Panther Live as well as 93.7 FM, thanks for listening today. We'll go ahead and kick it back to the station. Be back with the girls game in about 20 minutes.